Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Monday afternoon inside the Raider Activity Center. This is our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance as the Maple River Raiders host the Grafton Spoilers here in a Division B versus Division A matchup here for a little holiday hoops on this Monday afternoon. I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for tuning in. Aubriana Storhoff will be helping us out run the camera as well here later today. We'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard in the Grafton Spoilers. Fourth year as a head coach in Wade Haugen with a mark of 2 wins and 2 losses on the season. Their wins over Harvey Wells County and Northern Cass, with their losses coming at the hands of Thompson and Four Winds Minnewacan. Most recently played 2 weeks ago from the date at Four Winds Minnewacan, 85-56 in the loss of the Grafton Spoilers. They're led by a senior guard in the backcourt in Al Schumacher, averaging 13 points and 9 rebounds. The Spoilers very good in terms of balanced scoring. 5 players have scored 8 or more points per contest this season here for the Spoilers. While for the Maple River Raiders at 4-2 on the year, the number 5 rated team in Division B with wins over Madonna, Pingree Buchanan, Northern Cass, Hillsborough Central Valley, and Mayport CG. Losses against Oak Grove and Lemoore Litchfield Marion. For the Maple River Raiders, this will be their 4th straight game against a Division A opponent. And last time out, a week ago today up in Mayville, they defeated the Patriots of Mayport CG 72-48, in which Violet Richmond went off for a co-op record 45 points, 8 3-pointers, and 8 rebounds in 23 minutes of work. She went 16-21 from the floor and 8 of 10 from beyond the three-point line for Violet in that school record in terms of co-op record here with 45 points in a single game for the Raiders. It's the 4-2 Raiders going up against the 2-2 Spoilers. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, take a look at the latest upcoming games across the state of North Dakota, what the latest region and district standings look like. We'll get to our coaches' conversation. That and more still to come here from the Raider Activity Center.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsborough has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsborough.
As we continue here on the pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance today inside the Raider Activity Center here on this Monday afternoon. We'll be back at it again here in Tower City upcoming on Friday as the as the Edgeley-Cullum Montpelier Rebels come into town for a date with the Raiders and girls basketball. We'll have that for you on Friday night. Then our next boys contest when it comes to Maple River Athletics will be part of the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. That'll be a week from Tuesday On Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week, we'll have the BCT, and the boys for the Raiders will square off with the Lemoore Litchfield Marion Lobos at 4:30 on Tuesday afternoon. Also, a reminder, Spoiler Hockey you can watch on yourliveevent.com. All home games up in Grafton for Grafton Park River Hockey can be listened to right here on yourliveevent.com and watched as well. As we take a look at some of the scores from earlier today, a handful of games here across the region, and more importantly, a busy day across the state. Kenmare Bullbells with a 54-47 win in girls basketball over Edgeley Calumet-Montpelier, so the Honkers 7 points better. And then the Rebels also coming up later tonight. You have Cavalier at Richland currently in action. Lemoore Litchfield Marion squaring off with Benson County, and Midway Minto going up against the Oaks Tornadoes. District 1 standings very early. Just one District 1 game in which Enderlin defeated Hankinson. Otherwise, everybody else has yet to play a District 1 contest. Well, for Region 2A, starting to see things a little bit clearer. 4 wins Minnewaca and the Indians at 2-0 in Region 2A. Devils Lake has yet to play a region contest. Thompson at 2-1, currently third, followed by Carrington, Hillsborough, Central Valley, and Mayport CG, all at 1-1 in the region. For the Grafton Spoilers at 2-3, and Harvey Wells County sits at 0-2. That's a look at your latest standings for both District 1 and the region here, and some of the scores that we'll be keeping you apprised of still to come. We'll let you know what's coming up tomorrow, a busy day of high school athletics with 3 doubleheaders in the state of North Dakota. Also some War Road boys and girls hockey. Langdon area Munich makes their way down to Central Cass for boys basketball. Going to be a busy day of hoops and hockey tomorrow here on yourliveevent.com. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to our coaches conversation. First up is Wade Haugen of the Grafton Spoilers. Then we'll hear from Nathan Oots of the Maple River Raiders, all ahead of our starting lineups and the opening tip today from Tower City for a little holiday basketball on yourliveevent.com.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No, 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 no! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez.
Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
What one-stop shop means to us at North Star Ag is we have a fully staffed service department, fully stocked parts department, as well as a sales department. We're also very mobile. We have service trucks that we can also meet you on the farm. You can have a piece of equipment that you're not really sure what you want to buy. You can come to us at North Star Ag. We can really show you enough selection, have enough knowledge, and have enough price points where you feel good about walking out with your purchase that day.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsborough has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsborough.
As we continue on the pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, for a little holiday hoops here from the Raider Activity Center. It's the Grafton Spoilers going up against the Maple River Raiders. Division A meets Division B. Joining us here from the Spoilers' perspective is their head coach, it's Wade Haugen here. And Wade, how has it been? It's been a couple of weeks now since you physically had a game just with Mother Nature, the holidays. So how are the girls chomping at the bit to get back on the court here against someone new here this season?
You know, it has been. We haven't had a game since December 15th. And then with the holiday weather and everything, it was nice to give them a break. They had a great first couple weeks of the season, really worked hard. Now we had a shoot around the other day, and they were ready to go. So hopefully they can bring that rest, bring it into this game against a really great Maple River team.
As you look at your team early on this season, still got December here before you turn the calendar over to 2026. Wade, what's one thing you like and what's one thing that you want to see continuing to develop from your club here throughout the season?
I like our energy and effort. That's what we go off of. That's what I tell them. If we can have energy and effort every play, every game, every possession, great things will happen. And I feel like, we're 2-2. We played a Northern Cass team that's a really skilled team, and we really played really well against them. We played a Thompson team who in my eyes is one of the best teams in the state. We played really good with them. It ended up being an 18-point game, but it felt a lot closer than that. We went punch for punch with them. So I like that. Turnovers, I think we're averaging like 20 turnovers a game. We play wild, we play crazy. We want other teams to play crazy to hopefully benefit. So if we can, put that down at least into the lower teams, that would be great.
You look at Elle Schumacher, someone that's averaging nearly a double-double for you in the backcourt here with nearly 14 points and about 10 rebounds per game. So kind of what have you seen from her so far this season on and off the floor?
She's so physical. She welcomes that physicalness on the post. She's able to work her body and get good shots, and she's one of those kind of fast players that you really don't think she's going to be fast, but she's able to go get that steal from a wing out there and go for a wide open full court layup. She's really came into the season, like I said, energy and effort and really working hard.
When you look at Maple River, do they remind you of anybody that's in your region here, Wade, or a Violet Richmond that's like an Addie Sage or a Hornet or someone that you've seen in previous years that you've had to go up against in Region 2A basketball?
I don't know. She's probably one of the best players in the state in any level. We were able to play them this summer in Concordia. She's just so natural and smooth and just can do everything. She's, I would give her that Addie Sage where she has that nice step back three that's just so smooth or can attack the hoop. She has a little bit more height than Addie Sage, so that makes it even a little bit harder to guard her. But I would say, yeah, Addie Sage is probably the most comparable player that we've played against.
Last thing that I'll ask you here, Wade, just for this particular game against Maple River, biggest thing you want to see from your team for 4 quarters is what? As you get back on the road one more time and get ready for some more basketball coming up here.
Just competing, playing against top level. I mean, Maple River is one of the better teams in B. They would probably be also one of the better teams in A if they played. They have such great talent. Just competing 4 quarters. They're going to make runs. Hopefully we'll make runs. And just competing, getting back into basketball shape for when we start next week of, playing our Class A and getting back into our regional play.
Hey, Wade, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here tonight and throughout the rest of the season.
Perfect, thank you.
Then again, Wade Haugen, head coach for the Grafton Spoilers. We'll continue with more after this. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
On the pregame show here inside the Raider Activity Center, a little holiday hoops with the Maple River Raiders and the Grafton Spoilers. Division A and Division B here on this Monday afternoon. Joining us now from the Raiders' perspective is their head coach, is Nathan Hoots. And Hoots, it's been about a week since you last played. You had the holiday break, a little Mother Nature, obviously throwing some stuff into the mix as well. So how are the girls chomping at the bit, ready to get back on the court from a game in which you won against the Mayport CG Patriots on Monday?
I think chomping at the bit to play a game. I think they weren't terribly disappointed that they got a day off yesterday. Gave them a couple days off over Christmas, practice on Friday and Saturday morning. inadvertently gave them yesterday off, but we got a little quick shoot around before we started here today to kind of go over everything that we wanted to, Grafton related, and get ready to go today.
Before we talk about the Spoilers, another Division A team on your opponent, but let's talk about the game with Mayport CG, a program co-op record with Violet Richmond of 45 points, very efficient, just over 20 minutes of game action, and what she was able to do from the three-point line, get rebounds as well. Just kind of what did you see from her performance, her Hoots, that you know that you can see in terms of her maturation over the last couple of years, but what does this just kind of send to the state, so to speak, as a player with Violet's talent?
Yeah, if anybody didn't know who she was before, last week against Mayville, I think they certainly do now. Any type of program or school record that goes down, it's pretty incredible. And a lot of those performances come in, 32 minutes of basketball. She did hers in 23. I mean, you sat her the last 4 minutes of the second quarter, and she sat the last 5 or so of the fourth. She was so efficient. Every time the ball was in her hands, obviously she made a ton of shots, but she created so many good shots for her teammates as well. But like you said, she rebounded well. She had, 3 assists, but she guarded a really good player in Kaiser Carlson and did a really good job all game against her. So there were 0 breaks on the time that she was on the floor. She was just constantly affecting the game in positive ways for us.
As you look at the Grafton Spoilers, and it's another Division A opponent, you've seen the Grovers, Northern Cass, Mayport, CG now with Grafton. How are they going to challenge you in maybe a different way that you haven't seen so far this season?
The guards at Mayville were so good, and that was our extreme focus. This team is extremely balanced. They shoot the ball well from deep. They have an impressive post couple of performers, one coming off the bench and one that starts, that are going to constantly require our attention. The second that we don't do our job playing post defense, they're going to punish us and score. They do a great job of when they miss a shot and we get a defensive rebound, they're going to have 2 girls on us trapping us. So it's going to require 32 minutes of mental focus. If we take any of those minutes off, they're probably going to jump us and take a lead that we might not be able to overcome.
Final thing that I'll ask, what is just playing Division A opponents, how do you think this will help you when you see the EKMs, the Lamore Litchell-Marians, the Enderlins, so to speak, coming up in region, but also district play moving forward throughout the rest of the season?
It's something that we really wanted to challenge ourselves in the non-district opportunities this year. And when we lost our game in Wahpeton at the shootout this year, I was not disappointed when a Class A team gave me a call and wanted to play. We're all about scheduling as hard as we possibly can to put ourselves in positions to play close games down the stretch and see how we respond, so we can take things, whether we win or lose, take positives out of it for later in the year, because this is not going to be the last tough game. You just mentioned, we got an EKM this coming Friday, and then we get Lamore a week later, and then into district play, and there's going to be a target on our back, and I love that. So we're excited to be able to have the challenge of Grafton coming to town today.
Hoots, as always, happy holidays. Good to see you. Best of luck here this afternoon.
All right, thanks for having me.
Then again, Nathan Hoots, head coach from the Maple River Raiders. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. We're back with more after this here on the Pregame Show on your liveevent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
That does it for our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieINS.com. That again is IrieINS.com to get a free quote started today. It's the 2-2 Grafton Spoilers going up against the 4-2 Maple River Raiders. When we come back inside the Raider Activity Center, it's the starting lineups and the opening tip here on your liveevent.com.
Hi, I'm JD and I work for Marvin. I think Marvin's a great company to work for because the overall growth opportunities that they offer, and they care for their employees and do what they can to help support them. They really generally want you to do the best for yourself, not only inside of work but as well as outside. I actually started with Marvin shortly after I graduated. Never in my life that I thought that I would have stuck around this long, but I don't see myself leaving, and I'm hoping I will continue to grow my career there. Come work with me at Marvin.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit AgassiSales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
As we get ready here for the starting lineups and the opening tip inside the Raider Activity Center, Chase Miller with you here on this Monday late afternoon, early evening. Thanks to both Taylor and Aubriana helping us out with this broadcast as well, running the camera as we get ready for the starting lineups. First for the Grafton Spoilers, as Grafton 6 seniors here on the roster this season in their maroon and gold uniforms here this afternoon. Jocelyn Kalbrenner, the 5'6 senior guard, as Kalbrenner averaging 8 points and 3 rebounds per contest. Gabby Ray, the 5'6 senior, 10 points and 3 assists. She's hit 8 threes so far through 4 contests here for the Spoilers. From there, you have Paige Suda, the 5'6 senior guard, 3 points and 3 rebounds per contest for another senior. Emma LeClaire, the 5'4 senior guard, 8 points and 3 rebounds per contest for LeClaire. And Elle Schumacher, the 5'9 senior, a team leading 14 points and 9 rebounds here for the Spoilers. Kalbrenner, Ray, Suda, LeClaire, and Schumacher. The Grafton Spoilers head coach is Wade Haugen, averaging 60 points per game, defensively giving up 58 points per contest. As we turn our attention to the Raiders of Maple River, as Maple River head coach is Nathan Hoots with a mark of 4-2 here on the season. They'll go like this. At a sophomore guard, the backcourt is Violet Richmond, the 5'8 sophomore, averaging 25 points per game and 4 rebounds. Sophia Satcham, a 5'11 freshman forward, averaging 5 points and 7 boards. You have Carly Hovelson, the 5'6 junior, with 8 points and 4 rebounds. Claire Irie, the 5'9 senior, at 5.8 points per contest and 3 boards. And Abigail Kaloran, the 5'5 sophomore guard, 8 points and 5 boards. Richmond, Satcham, Hovelson, Irie, and Kaloran here for the Maple River Raiders at 4-2 on the season, averaging 58 points per contest, while defensively giving up 48 points per game. Maple River will be out in their white uniforms here with blue numerals outlined in red here in this one. 4 8-minute quarters with a 35-second shot clock goes up on the board inside the Raider Activity Center as we get you ready for a little holiday hoops. And tomorrow we have 3 basketball doubleheaders here on YourLiveEvent.com with the Mayport CG Patriots at the Kindred Vikings. 12:30 the girls game with the boys to follow. Hat Northwood at Sargent County with the girls to tip at 1:30 with the boys to follow. And tomorrow night, Hillsborough Central Valley at Thompson. Girls tip at 6 with the boys to follow at 7:30. Opening tip at 5:08 on a Monday afternoon. And girls basketball is underway here in Tower City, as this one will be won by the visiting team in the Grafton Spoilers, as Hovelson's going to get a steal. Hovelson goes the other side of the floor, right-handed layup off the window, good for 2. Opening points on the City of Hope scoreboard goes to the 5th-ranked team in Division B as the Raiders take some points into transition. Exactly what Wade Haugen told us on the pregame show. Turnovers will be costly. They've averaged 20 turnovers here through 4 contests per game here and make it now 2 in a row for the Spoilers. Grafton, it's been 2 weeks since their last game. Well, for Maple River, it's been a week. So for the Raiders, back at it here. 7th game of the season. The Spoilers, this is their 5th. Violet Richmond, nice pass inside to Satcham. Satcham looks for a teammate, finds one left-handed side to Irie, skips it near side. Hovelson on a drive, looking for the pass, deflected. Satcham looking to get it, able to do so. Open is Violet Richmond, left wing 3. This one will be off the iron, no good. Rebound, though, goes to Satcham. Satcham will give it now to Irie. Fresh 35 on the shot clock and a foul here on the floor, as this one will be assessed on the Grafton Spoilers, their first of the contest. As this one will come across here on Elle Schumacher, her first, team's first, and the Raiders will inbound the basketball. As they see it now with Violet Richmond with an ankle cross gets inside the paint. Little floater, teardrop in for two. Violet Richmond with their first field goal of this late afternoon. 4-love lead here for the Raiders. Grafton with Suda. Gets in the front court, leaves it left and inside. Hard dribble off the window. Can't get it to go there by Schumacher. Rebound to Violet Richmond. Richmond to Kaloran. Baseball pass to Holvelson. Power dribble, and she gets fouled, and 2 free throws upcoming. Holvelson shooting 2. Nice find by Kaloran in transition. Second foul here on the Spoilers, and this will be the first here on Emma LeClaire. As the Raiders this season, a 65% free throw shooting team at the line. First free throw attempt is up and in. Holvelson with 3 points early on here for the junior guard. Second free throw on the way for Carly is also good. Maple River leads it by 6 as the Spoilers looking for their first field goal here of this late afternoon as Ray brings in the front court, weaving her way left-handed side now to Kalbrenner. Back to Ray as they reverse it, left wing to Suda. Suda sees it here, man pressure defense. Suda with a hard jab, gives it to the right-handed side, off the side of the rim, no rebound, putback, can't get it to go. Ball is still loose, and eventually the Spoilers and the Raiders will have a jump ball with the arrow making its way towards Maple River. A couple really good looks from the Spoiler perspective that goes awry with Elle Schumacher, the 5'9" senior guard. One thing that Coach Wade Haugen told us in the pregame, they just want to throw some chaos out there and see how it assesses throughout the year, especially losing a ton of varsity experience from a season ago. Here's a good step through by Abigail Kaloran, and Kaloran is on the board. It's an 8-0 lead. Full court pressure defense. Holvelson gets a steal as Holvelson works her way to the other side of the floor, finds it, looking for Irie off her fingertips, and that'll be the Raiders' first turnover here for Nathan Hoots' squad. Spoilers on the season shooting 38% from the floor, but it's been those turnovers. They're 2-0 on the year when scoring 59 or more points here, and they're 0-2 underneath it. As the Raiders continue here with full court pressure defense. It's an 8-0 lead, 2 minutes into the contest here for Maple River on the City Hope scoreboard. Spoilers looking to get it in before a 5 count. This one will be turnover. Here goes Violet Richmond with the pass to Satcham. Satcham able to spin on the inside. High off the window, got it to go. Satcham hit it about as high as you could on top of the backboard where it's the white meets the clear. Other side left-handed layup, no. Rebound, putback for the Spoilers. They get on the board and the lid is off the rim. Paige Suda follows a Gabby Ray miss, and the Spoilers get their first 2 points. Holvelson gives it up top to Kaloran. Kaloran bounce pass inside Satcham. Block shot on the way by Schumacher, and it goes in the hands of Suda. Paige Suda and the Spoilers looking to make it a 2-possession game as Suda crossing over, leaves it left-handed side. With it now is Ray. She'll stop, pop, three-pointer. That's going to go long. Rebound here to Satcham. That's Sophia's second. Now with Kaloran. Kaloran shovels it to Holvelson. Holvelson looking, shot no, rebound comes down here to Ray. Up and down transition basketball game here in Tower City. Other side, the Spoilers use a transition game with the left-handed layup for Kalbrenner. Makes it a 2-possession contest here on the City Hope scoreboard. Violet Richmond step through, a little shovel pass to Satcham off the window, can't get it. Rebound will make its way to Schumacher. She's got her second. Spoilers want to run in transition, but they'll turn it back over to Maple River. Couple of substitutions for both teams as Hallie B set alongside with Hanig return for the first time here for the Maple River Raiders. While for the Grafton Spoilers, able to see Mae Thompson, a 5'9" junior forward. Also with Izzy Winorovich, the senior guard, part of that 6 seniors here in the starting lineup. Or 5 seniors. She's the first one off the bench. Bounce pass goes left and inside to Violet, and this one will be out of bounds. Turnover number 2 here for the Raiders. And you also will see Thompson, Winorovich, and Willow Demers, the younger sister of Walker Demers, the 5'11" freshman forward. As the Spoilers will leave it left-handed side. This one goes to Winorovich back up top. That'll go to Schumacher. Look at the ankle cross by Schumacher, and there's going to be a foul. Nice left-to-right cross by Schumacher. She will toe the stripe, shooting 2. Foul will be assessed here on the Raiders, their first of the contest, and this will be on Satcham. For the Spoilers, a 46% free throw shooting team this season through 4 games as Schumacher hits the first. Grafton down 8-0, now right back in this game, down by 5, trying to make it 4 at the line here for Schumacher. Right-handed toss. That'll go short on the second. Good box up by Kaloran. Finds it on the outlet to Violet Richmond. Comes through. Shot, no rebound. Will be its way to the Grafton Spoilers. Willow Demers gives this one left-handed side to Ray. Ray weaving her way. Left-handed layup off the bottom of the rim. But a rebound here to Grafton. That'll be to Thompson. Three-pointer's going to be off the mark. And a board here to Hannig. Helter-skelter, to say the least. Who needs a shot clock when you got a run-and-shoot kind of a girls' basketball game? Kaloran's going to drive and a reach and foul here on the Spoilers. Winterovich going to get tapped for the foul. That'll be Izzy's first, team's third. And for Coach Haugen, you got one on Winterovich, LeClaire, and Schumacher early on here on the City of Hope scoreboard. Raiders to inbound it with Violet Richmond. Violet finds it near side to Kaloran. Kaloran will set it up right-handed side to Satcham. Back to Abby here. Satcham looking to take the pick and roll. Nothing there to Hannig. To Kaloran, right-handed side. Kaloran's going to drive, leaves it left-handed side. Turnover as this one gets poked and prodded away. Thompson comes away with a steal, and you got 3 turnovers now for Maple River. Spoilers with Ray. Leave it near side. That'll be to Winterovich. Winterovich looking to skip it, finds it to Ray. Three-pointer is up, and the three-pointer off the rim. Loose ball will be won here by Thompson, her second board. Ray, wraparound pass. Here goes a hard drive on the way by Schumacher. She lost it. Bisset gets the steal. Kaloran leads a 2-on-2 the other side. No one stops the ball, so Kaloran takes it off the window, and she'll get fouled and shooting free throws. Kaloran did a nice job weaving her way as the foul comes on Gabby Ray. Her first, team's fourth, and the Raiders will be in the bonus for the remainder of quarter number 1. Kaloran free throw attempt is up and in. Abby, a 57% free throw shooter on the season, as LeClaire will check into the lineup here for the Spoilers alongside with Kalbrenner. Returning here for Maple River will be Claire Irie. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Kaloran is also good. Maple River leads it here by 7 on the City Hope scoreboard. Work and play in Hope, North Dakota. From job listings to housing options, you can go to hopend.com. That again is hopend.com. For the Grafton Spoilers, bringing in the front court as they'll see this one now to LeClaire. LeClaire will weave it away, left-handed side as this one gives it back up top. Grafton back to LeClaire here, right wing, up and over, nice ball movement to Demers, finishes for 2. Willow Demers with her first made field goal, and the Grafton Spoilers back within 2 possessions. Violet Richmond, right-handed side, little hesitation dribble from the right baseline. Shot off the iron and a rebound here to Thompson. That'll be May's third board off the bench here for Coach Haugen. Spoilers right-handed side looking back for Demers, as this will be a hip check foul, and Hovelson picks up her first and the team's second. It was 8-0 Maple River, first 2 minutes of the contest, and the Grafton Spoilers have settled in nicely since then. It would be a 7-4 run since then for the Grafton Spoilers, as they will make a substitution, as returning into the game will be Paige Suda. Spoilers give it to the aforementioned Suda. Suda dribble pull-up from 15 feet, grazes the iron. Rebound going to be loose for it, and Thompson gets her 4th board of the game. Kalbrenner with it to Suda, and this one will be a turnover here on the Grafton Spoilers. That'll be their 7th of the contest. For the Grafton Spoilers, up next, a game at Dunseith on the 6th and hosting Botno on the 9th. While for the Raiders, back in action Friday here from the Raider Activity Center against Edgeley-Cullum Montpelier. Violet, curl hop in the paint now to Bisset. Bisset leaves this one up top. Irie chases after this one. And Irie will handle it, ripping it through. And there's a steal as it goes the other side of the floor for the Spoilers. Right-handed layup for 2. LeClaire takes advantage of the points off turnovers. And don't look now, the Spoilers back within a possession. Hovelson taking a couple right-handed dribbles, skips it to Richmond. Richmond with the basketball. Jumper from 15. That'll be off the mark, no good. And a rebound here by LeClaire. As Paige Suda, the 5'6" senior guard, pushing the floor. They leave it left-handed side. This one off the hands of Demers. Bisset gets it, outlet to Hannig as the Raiders want to push. Hovelson, nice find to Irie underneath, but can't make the layup, and a rebound here to Willow Demers. She gets her second. The Spoilers with a chance to tie yet again. Suda drive kick. This goes to Wraith. Shot will be off the mark. No rebound. Demers put back off the window for 2. Willow Demers now 4 points and 3 rebounds off the bench. She averages 8 and 8 here for Coach Haugen this season. Violet Richmond into the paint. Violet floater. This one will go short, out of bounds, and it will be Grafton Spoiler basketball. As we'll see into the contest, Abby Kaloran for B set. Also coming in will be Lila Richmond here, the 5'5 senior, in for Violet. The other sisters, the Spoilers, have a chance to take their first lead of the contest here on this Monday. Grafton, top of the key with Suda. Suda leaves it right-handed side to Demers, posting up on the inside. Hannick trying to get in front. And this one will be a nice steal by Kaloran. Kaloran tiptoes the near sideline. Kaloran makes her way, bounce pass across the paint for a shot. No, rebound by Kaloran, can't go. It's still loose, and a jump ball on the arrow makes its way to the Grafton Spoilers. Maple River with a couple of grade A opportunities on that one, just couldn't find it to go through the cylinder. Now it's the Raiders who have come up a bit cold here in the latter part of the first quarter. Grafton can hold for the final shot of the quarter if they desire, as they look for a back cut. Nothing there. Thompson looking on the inside, able to give it back up top. Here's LeClaire. LeClaire drive, shoot. Here goes Suda. Suda with 15 seconds. Back to LeClaire for the lead. Right pocket three. Off the iron, no good. But look at Demers, as we'll get a tie-up between her and Kaloran, and the arrow will favor Maple River. Willow Demers at the 5'11 frame, able to go up and grab it one-handed. As now for the Raiders, they'll see it with Hovelson. Hovelson with 5. Crossing over, Hovelson in the paint, drive kick to Richmond. Left wing three to beat the horn. Book it! Lila Richmond with the triple, and that's how we'll end our first quarter play. It's the Maple River Raiders 15, the Grafton Spoilers 11.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley, only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
As we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com, a big-time 3 to beat the horn here after the 1 quarter of play by Lila Richmond here for the Maple River Raiders. They're up by 4 on the City of Hope scoreboard. Raiders led by the 4 points of Abigail Kaloran and the 4 by Carly Hovelson. Grafton Spoilers led by the 4 points of Willow Demers here off the bench for Grafton at 15-11. Spoilers got it to 12-11, but so far it's the Raiders who have led wire to wire here in this one as we begin quarter number 2. LeClaire with the shot fake, dribble pull up just inside the 3-point line. It was halfway down, but a rebound here, loose one for Schumacher, and that's been a story of this game, has been the rebounds, but then the turnovers for the Spoilers. Hovelson 2-on-2, Euro step through the double, and she splits it for 2. Carly Hovelson now with 6. Spoilers with 14 rebounds to compared to 6 for Maple River, but they have 10 turnovers compared to 4 for the Raiders. Ball goes down the short corner to Suda as they work it left-handed side. LeClaire, a little flex screen action here for the Spoilers. They get the shot up and in. Paige Suda now with 4. As for Maple River, here goes Kaloran. Nice step through off the window, good for 2. As Abigail Kaloran has 6. The Grafton Spoilers will see it the other side with Suda. Suda here at the top of the key, leaves it left-handed side, open, asking for it on the inside is Schumacher. Working it around the horn goes Ray. Off the baseline, no. Put back by Suda, can't get it. Ball out of bounds, last touch will be off a Raider hand. So far, if you're a Grafton Spoiler fan, you got to like the offensive and second chance rebounds they have had so far here in this one. Just clean up the turnovers a little bit, and you're going to be find yourself with a lead. Spoilers lead it right-handed side to Suda. Suda takes a dribble, now to Ray. Three-pointer is up, and this one off the iron, no good. Good hustle rebound by Lila Richmond. Now it's a 3-on-2 if Kaloran wants to hurry. Holvelson right wing. Spoilers get back well, but here's a trailing Satcham down the paint. Off the window for two. Satcham with 4. Nice find here for the Raiders as they lead it by 8. They tie their largest lead of the game. Up top, Grafton near sideline as they're posting up on the inside. Satcham got the hand on it. Here goes Ray, and there's a foul. Gabby Ray will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul assist on the Raiders. Their third of the half. This will be their first of the quarter, and Lila Richmond will get tabbed with it, her first. Free throw opportunities upcoming for the Spoilers. That'll go long here for Ray. Substitution as Thompson returns for the Spoilers, while coming back in will be Violet Richmond here for Maple River. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Ray, as Ray hits the second one and becomes the 6th different Spoiler in the scoring column, as it's a football score at 21-14. Violet Richmond, right wing. We'll see this on the cross. Richmond on the baseline. Jumper. Can't get the shooter's roll, but a rebound underneath by Satcham, and the arrow will stay with the Maple River Raiders. As they'll see this one now with Violet Richmond as she'll inbound it with 34 seconds on the shot clock to Satcham. Satcham power dribble inside the paint. There's a block shot here by Grafton. Schumacher with the stand, but then throws it away, and it will make its way back to Maple River. As the Raiders will inbound it here with Kaloran on the far side of the floor. Kaloran gives this one to Holvelson now. Holvelson taking the dribble back to Kaloran. Kaloran looking for it, finds it to Richmond. Richmond now to Holvelson. Holvelson taking a couple of dribbles on the baseline here. And there's a foul on the Grafton Spoilers. Grafton will pick up their first foul of the quarter, as this one will be on Elle Schumacher, her second. So she'll get subbed out for Willow Demers will check in here for the Spoilers. Richmond to inbound it. Violet finds Holvelson. Back to Violet here. Richmond drive kick double. Holvelson open. Three-pointer is up, and I'll be off the mark, and the ball will go to the Grafton Spoilers. As Kendra will check in French, the 5'2 freshman. She'll check in here for Grafton's Jocelyn Kalbrenner. Full court pressure defense by the Raiders. Lila Richmond nearly got her hand on it, as Grafton will take it in the front court with French. Now it goes to Ray. Three-pointer is up off the mark. No, look at the rebound there by Violet Richmond, her second. Violet to Lila. Gives it back to Violet here. Violet drive kick. Back to her elder sister up top, Satcham. Satcham weaves this one around to Kaloran. Kaloran able to knife inside the paint. Left-handed layup. Can't get it, but a board here for Sophia Satcham, her third. Now to Violet Richmond, left wing three. Hits the iron. It's a rebound underneath, and the Spoilers with a rebound by Willow Demers, her fourth. Maple River with the foul, their seconds of the quarter, as Beset and Hannig are set to return. Foul assist on Kaloran, her first. 5:14 left to play here in the opening half. It was 15-11 Raiders after one quarter of play. Ray near sideline will see this one, the hands of French. Back to the top as the Spoilers taking the rub screen. Now back to French at the right wing. French looking for a teammate, finds one. Here's a shot by LeClaire, off the mark, no good. Rebound by Satcham, her fourth. B-set slows it up, finds it to Kaloran. Kaloran taking a couple hard dribbles to the paint, off the window. Can't get it to go. Rebound tipped on the hands of Satcham by Hannig on the hockey assist. Here goes Violet. Jumper from the left elbow. Can't buy a bucket. Rebound in the way to Thompson, her fifth. Spoilers now to Rave. Leave it right-handed side. This will go to Thompson. Thompson back up top, and B-Set got her hand on it. Turnover number 12 here for Grafton. Spoilers just haven't been able to get into the offensive rhythm here in this first half, as Kaloran's going to drive as she does, and Kaloran's going to get rewarded with free throws. 6 points, 2 rebounds for Kaloran. She'll have a chance to add to that plateau so far, that mark, as the foul will be assessed on the Spoilers, their second of the quarter. And we'll see Kendra French with the foul, her first. Free throw attempt by Kaloran is short. Maple River now 4 of 5 at the free throw line as Claire Irie checks in for Santrum. While you'll see Winorovich returning here for the Grafton Spoilers in for Emma LeClaire. Free throw attempts number 2 for Kaloran is off the iron, no good. Board here for Willow. And Demers picks up a rebound, but also picks up a foul on a Raider. That'll be Maple River's third, so they'll have one remaining before the Raiders force the Spoilers into the bonus. Grafton, front court. Violet Richmond reading that one the entire way. Goes coast to coast off the window for 2. And a timeout on the floor. We'll break as well. 4:07 left to play in the half. Maple River leads it by 9.
Every girl deserves the tools to feel confident, connected, and emotionally strong. At BioGirls, they learn real strategies to manage stress and anxiety, build healthy relationships, and understand their emotions. They strengthen coping skills, gain resilience and confidence, and find a deep sense of belonging through authentic peer connection and strong mentorship. The results? Measurable, meaningful, life-shaping. Find a program near you and register today.
The Maple Valley School District is engaging students in a world-class education, preparing them for lifelong success. Maple Valley serves the surrounding communities of Buffalo, Fingal, Oriska, and Tower City with a grade student-to-teacher ratio per class. For more information, go online to myraiders.org. That's myraiders.org. The Maple Valley School District wishes the best to the Raiders coaches and athletes this season. Go Raiders!
High school basketball here inside the Raider Activity Center. 23-14 Raiders over the Grafton Spoilers here on this Monday afternoon. More high school sports coming at you tomorrow here on YourLiveEvent.com. From hockey to Warroad to hoops down to Milder and to Castleton, Kindred, and more. Check out our website, YourLiveEvent.com, or simply subscribe to our YouTube channel. Full court pressure defense as Ray able to break it in the front court. Able to take a jumper from 17 feet, no good, but a rebound on the way to French. French will see this inside Demers off the right block. No, Demers stays with it. Willow sees a block shot by Hannig, but Willow Demers continues to grind on the board. She has 6 rebounds here for Coach Haugen. Grafton, however, just with 3 points here in the quarter. Make it 5 now with Demers on the cut. Willow's got 6 as the Raiders will see this, and then Maple River can't take it out of bounds and bring it back in, so a turnover. I'll be their 5th. As Irie just went over the line and see if the Spoilers can take advantage of it to make it a 2-possession game. Flip pass inside to Demers one more time, and she's able to do it again. Demers now with 8. Well, the Spoilers got it back within 1 at 12-11 late in the first quarter, able to bring it back within 5 here, just under the midway point of quarter number 2. Violet Richmond sees it to Irie. Irie with a shot fake, driving off the window, good for 2. Claire Irie uses the window here and gets in the scoring column. Raiders lead it by 7. Spoilers with Ray. Crossing the timeline, finds it left-handed side out of French. Inside to Mers, off the window, can't get it. Rebound here for Hannig, her second. Hannig on the outlet to Kaloran here, and Maple River would like to run in transition as the Spoilers get back well. Kaloran with a couple of dribbles now to Irie. Irie sees this one hard on the drive, and there's going to be a jump and a good defensive play here by the Spoilers with Mae Thompson, the 5'9" junior. As the Spoilers will bring some substitutions in with Paige Suda, with Schumacher able to return as well, and Emma LeClaire. Irie will check out and able to see Hovelson back in the game and be set as well here for Maple River. Under 3 minutes to play, and an entertaining first half of girls basketball here from the Raider Activity Center. Spoilers looking for a teammate, finds one, Schumacher. Schumacher is going to drive, and she will get tapped for the foul. Hannig will get called for the foul, her first, the team's 4th, and 2 free throws upcoming here for Schumacher. Grafton Spoiler team kind of reminds you a little bit of what Lemoore Litchell Marion has with Lesko, Delabar, Robbins in terms of 5'8", 5'10", 5'11" on the floor. As this one will be off the mark with their size and what they can do. So for a Raider team, you're going to see that Lobo squad coming up here in a week and a half on the 10th of January. Free throw attempt, able to make the second. Schumacher now 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Spoilers back within 2 possessions. Raiders up the near side with Violet Richmond. Violet on the ankle cross, going to drive, kick to B-set. Left pocket 3 is on the way off the backboard. Long rebound coming out to Thompson, her 6th. Thompson bounce pass across the paint, but that one too hot to handle for LeClaire. Well, for Coach Haugen mentioned, Violet Richmond is similar to maybe an Addie Sage from the Thompson Tommies with that dribble pullback style of 3. From a smaller perspective, Violet can maybe be a little mix of a Sage and a Hurst kind of put together with her ability, particularly on the offensive side of the floor. Violet finds it to Holvelson on this little weave to Kaloran. Now to B-set. B-set can attack the baseline to Holvelson here. Holvelson takes a couple of dribbles hard inside the paint, and there's a blocking foul on the floor. Foul assist on Schumacher, her 3rd, team's 3rd. And Schumacher will check out of the contest. As Thompson, who just came out, will come right back in with 2:13 left to play in the half. Violet Richmond on the inbounds here as the Raiders, 10 points in the quarter, want to make it 13 with the Kaloran 3. That'll go long. Rebound on the inside, and B-set able to handle that one with Suda, and the arrow will stay with Maple River. As Richmond inbound the basketball with 4 points and 2 rebounds here for Violet. Satcham able to see it now to Kaloran. Kaloran crossing over right to left. Goes inside the paint. Right-handed scoop off the window. No. Rebound for Demers, and she's eventually tied up with it. It will be Grafton basketball. So Spoilers will take it and go the other side of the floor. As Grafton here with LeClaire. We'll see this one to Suda. Looking for a teammate. Violet Richmond able to track it down, though, for a steal. And the Raiders will come back with it right to left. Violet now to Holvelson. Carly going to attack the paint. Right-handed scoop shot. Layup can't get it. Rebound here by guess who? Demers. Other side. Weaving for Thompson. Thompson sees this one batted, and Holvelson will come away with it. Holvelson the other side with the basketball with 90 seconds to play here in the first half. Violet Richmond in the front court. Richmond going to attack the paint. This one off the window, can't get it, and a rebound for Demers, her 8th of the contest. Demers will see this one in the backcourt. Satcham trying to get the steal, and this one eventually will be a tie-up, and the arrow will make its way towards Maple River. Well, for the Raiders, you've gotten a lot of looks inside the paint, just unable to finish so far, particularly in this second quarter where they've gotten 10 points. For the Grafton Spoilers, they currently have 8. As Tommy Bergen will check it over here with Lance Lukes on the jump ball and make sure it's good, and also resetting of the shot clock after the Spoilers had it on the possession. So a fresh 35 as Violet Richmond will inbound it. Violet gives it to Kaloran. Kaloran looking to spin. Kaloran spins one more time with the left hand. Finishes for 2. Kaloran's got 8. 4 points in each quarter, and the Raiders up by 8. Spoilers with LeClaire in the front court. LeClaire drives into a double. This one eventually makes its way to Suda. Bounce pass across the paint. There goes B-set, and eventually a jump ball that'll make its way towards the Grafton Spoilers. Active hands in the half court, particularly for Maple River, getting a lot of deflections and finding ways to get turnovers here in this first half. Grafton inbounds it to the left pocket. There's a three-pointer that'll go short by Kalbrenner. Rebound to Satcham, outlet the other side of the floor. Here goes B-set off the window, and she gets fouled. LeClaire will pick up her second. It'll be the team's 4th on the Spoilers, and 2 free throws coming here for Hallie B-set. 66% free throw shooter on the season for the senior guard. Free throw attempt will go long as we'll see a substitution as Ray will check in. Gabby Ray, the senior guard, will come in here for Thompson. And we'll get free throw opportunity number 2 here for B-set. This one in and out, no good, and we'll have a lane violation on Ray, which will give B-set a second crack here at the free throw attempt. So B-set will get one more, and they'll go back over to the scores table here, possibly put a little bit more time on the clock as it currently stands at 48.8 with the lane violation. For the Grafton Spoilers, 16 first-half turnovers. For the Maple River Raiders currently with 5. As they'll go to 49.4, so put 0.6 on the clock here for second free throw opportunity. B-set, able to convert on the second. As Halley hits that one, the Raiders lead it by 9. Full court pressure defense. Spoilers able to break the press as they give it to Ray. Crossover inside the paint. Off the iron, no good. Rebound by Satcham. As Sophia Satcham able to get her 7th as they work with it the other side of the floor now to Kaloran. Kaloran sees it, left-handed dribble. Kaloran nearly drug the pivot foot a little too much. Here goes Hovelson. Left-handed layup, can't get it. Rebound for Demers. That'll be her 9th. Spoilers looking for the last shot of the quarter potentially, but Ray with a pickpocket steal by Satcham. Here goes Hovelson, bounce pass to Richmond. Violet off the window, got it to go. Violet's got 6. Spoilers up the near side with the basketball, finds Demers. Demers then lost it, and this one will go out of bounds, and it will be off the Spoilers. Maple River with 3.1 seconds left to play in the first half. We'll see it. Here goes Richmond, turnover, Suda, right baseline, shot no, and that will be how we'll end our first half of play. After one half of play, it's the Maple River Raiders with a pair of 15-point quarters, leading it by 11 here over the Grafton Spoilers on our City of Hope scoreboard.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
At the half on our City of Hope scoreboard, it's a 30-19 contest here for the Maple River Raiders over the Grafton Spoilers here on YourLiveEvent.com. As the Grafton Spoilers, 11 points in the first quarter, 8 points in the second. Offer Maple River a pair of 15-point quarters so far here for the Raiders. From Maple River's perspective, they have scored 7 players in the scoring column. They're 5 of 8 from the free throw line. They've hit 1 3-pointer with 14 rebounds and 6 turnovers. On the opposite side for the Grafton Spoilers so far, they've had 6 players in the scoring column. They're 3 of 6 from the stripe. They have yet to hit a 3. 23 rebounds, the good news. The bad news, they've had 18 turnovers here for Grafton. Individually, the Raiders led by Abigail Kaloran, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 6 points for Violet Richmond with 2 boards, and 6 points for Carly Hovelson, who's 2 for 2 from the free throw line here for Hovelson. From there in the scoring column, 4 points for Sophia Satcham with 7 rebounds. 3 points for Lila Richmond to beat the Horn after the first quarter ended on a made 3. Claire Irie has 2 points as well, and a point for Hallie Beeset. Maple River led by the 8 of Kaloran. While for the Grafton Spoilers, they're currently led by the 8 points off the bench of Willow Demers, who's working on a double-double, 8 points and 9 rebounds. 4 points for Paige Suda with 3 boards. You have 4 points again for Suda. 2 on the way for Schumacher with 3 rebounds. LeClaire with 2. 2 as well for Kalbrenner. 1 point for Gabby Ray, and someone who hasn't scored but has 6 rebounds is Mae Thompson. The Grafton Spoilers again led by the 8 of Willow Demers. We'll take a quick break, and we come back. We'll let you know what's on tap next for the Spoilers and the Raiders. Upcoming for girls basketball at the half, it's Maple River up by 11.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Carson. I'm an engineer with Marvin in Grafton. I think my favorite part about living in this area of North Dakota is the small communities, and there's never really a huge line anywhere. There's Frostfire, a ski resort nearby. There's a dog park for those who want to get out with their furry pals. There's bike trails, there's nature trails, there's the golf course, there's darts. There's just tons of things to do around here. If you like small towns, this is definitely the place to be. Come join me at Marvin in Grafton.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
At the half here on YourLiveEvent.com, 30-19 for the Maple River Raiders out in front. Maple River up next will be a game here from Tower City on Friday, hosting the Rebels of Edgeley-Cullum Montpelier. The Rebels fell by 7 today against Kenmare Bullbells in Division B girls basketball. The Hawkers won 54-47 over the Rebels. Then after that, it'll be January 10th, a Saturday matinee against Lamort Litchell-Marion here against the Lobos, upcoming on January the 10th. While for the Grafton Spoilers, games upcoming at Dunseith here on January the 6th, hosting Bondo on the 9th, and at Thompson on January the 13th here for the Grafton Spoilers for games upcoming. Some out-of-town scores from earlier today as the Raiders lead it by 11 points. Taking a look at some games from both the Region 2A and also Region 1B. Kidder County over New England 63-39. That game has gone final earlier today for high school girls basketball. Also some other games that have gone final. Number 2, Lamore Litchell-Marion picks up a win against Bowman County 52-34. That game has gone final as well. Games to come a little bit later on tonight. Cavalier at Richland. You have Midway Minto squaring off with Oaks here this evening as well. Again, at the half, 30-19, Raiders lead it over the Grafton Spoilers for high school girls basketball. First half numbers, one more time, Maple River in terms of leaders. Kaloran with 8 points. Raiders have hit 1-3. That's by Lila Richmond. Maple River with 6 first half turnovers. For the Grafton Spoilers, 18 first half turnovers, but 23 rebounds. They're led off the bench by Willow Demers with 8 points and 9 boards. We'll take a break. When we come back, second half action is next inside the Raider Activity Center. Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
On the City Hope scoreboard as we get to half number 2, it's the Maple River Raiders 30, the Grafton Spoilers 19 here on YourLiveEvent.com. Work and play in Hope, North Dakota. From job listings to housing options, you can search HopeND.com. That again is HopeND.com. As the Maple River Raiders of Division B tangling with Division A here of the Grafton Spoilers against A opponents this season. Maple River is 3-1, defeating Northern Cass, Hillsboro Central Valley, and Mayport CG. Their one loss to the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers. Well, for the Spoilers so far through 4 games, they have wins against Harvey, Wells County, and Northern Cass. Losses against Four Winds, Minnewacan, and Thompson. 3 of the 4 games coming up against Region 2A competition here for the Grafton Spoilers. Starting the second half, Violet Richmond with Hovelson alongside with Kaloran, Satcham, and Irie. Their original starting 5 here from the Raider perspective. Violet Richmond with it, pass across the paint to Satcham. Up top to Hovelson, deep 2-pointer, grazes the front iron. Good rebound here for the Grafton Spoilers in LeClaire. Claire up the floor, gives it to Ray. Ray goes the other side off the window, can't get it. Rebound out of bounds, and it will be last touch here off a Grafton Spoiler. Make that a Grafton Spoiler hand. As for the Raiders right now, I'll see it against this Grafton defense where they also have Ray and Suda with LeClaire, with Cal Brenner and Schumacher, their original starting 5 on the floor. Nearly a turnover here for Maple River. As the Raiders and the Spoilers, you just kind of have that feeling the next team to get a 8-0 run in them could maybe be the difference in this game where it stands right now. 8-0 run for the Raiders, trying to balloon the game up to 20 points. 8-0 run for Grafton. It's a one-possession game. Here's a right pocket 3. Tickles a twine by Claire Irie. Just a second-made 3-pointer here for the Raiders. Their first since the end of the first quarter. And Irie gets on the board here in the second half. Grafton front court. Suda leaves it left and inside to LeClaire. LeClaire back up top now to go to Cal Brenner. With it on the skip to Suda. Suda finds it to Ray. Ray able to reverse pivot here. Back to Suda, up and over on the pass on the inside. Eventually a turnover as Kaloran will come away with it in the transition game. Kaloran drive kick. Here goes Hovelson. Back up top to Satcham. Satcham's going to find it to Irie. Nice little give and go to Satcham. Double as they're able to reverse and around the horn to Kaloran. Good ball movement here by the Raiders, but it will end up in a turnover. If you're Nathan Oots, you got to like the ball movement there, not settling for an early jumper on the shot clock. able to reverse it, get an attack, but just couldn't handle the rock, and a turnover for Maple River, their 7th. Grafton gets it in before a 5 count, but Kaloran gets the steal. Finds it to Irie here. Irie attacks the paint. Runner off the rim, no good. Claire's going to stay with it, and the jump ball will favor the Grafton Spoilers. And Claire Irie doing a good job there, the 5'9" senior forward, able to get inside, and we'll get a timeout on the floor. We'll break as well. 6:22 left to play in the third quarter. Raiders lead it by 14.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No, 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 no! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
High school basketball here on this Monday afternoon. Little holiday hoops, handful of games throughout this week before we kind of get back to normalcy of the school season. And it will be a sprint to middle of March with state tournaments in winter sports as well before you know it. Spoilers left-handed side, LeClaire with the extra pass. Here's a left wing three by Grafton by Kalbrenner. Can't get it. Rebound with Kalbrenner and Kaloran, and eventually out of bounds will be with Jocelyn, and it will end up being Maple River basketball. So good tussle for it on the sideline as eventually the Raiders will come away with it. As Hovelson brings it in the front court here for Carly, now to Kaloran. Abby taking a couple of dribbles to Violet. Richmond able to see it here inside the paint. Shot might have been partially deflected. Rebound comes down here to Schumacher, her 4th. And the Spoilers will see this one tapped out of bounds, and it will be last touch here off a Grafton Spoiler hand, their 21st turnover. And the one thing so far, Suda, Ray, Thompson have been kind of guarding Violet, making it difficult here for the Raiders. As Kaloran in the front court, taking a couple of dribbles now up top. Abby going to drive kick. Irie, shot fake, takes a couple of dribbles back to Kaloran. Kaloran on this weave, finds it to Hovelson at the free throw line. Hovelson able to spin through in a double with Paige Suda getting her hands on it, and it will remain Maple River basketball. Maple River doing a good job of ball movement here, but once they've gotten in the paint, just unable to finish a handful of times here this early evening. Violet with the pass to Satcham. Satcham sees it now to Violet here. Richmond taking a couple of dribbles to Hovelson. Bounce pass to Satcham on the right baseline to Irie. Irie at the wing finds it to Sophie. As Satcham able to make her way on the spin. Can't get it. Satcham, though, put back good for 2. Sophia Satcham now with 6 points and 8 rebounds. And we'll get that one to go down. Raiders lead it by a sweet 16 as Grafton breaks the press. With it the other side off the left block. Can't get it to go by Schumacher. Ball out of bounds, and it will remain Spoiler basketball. Grafton looking for their first bucket here of the second half as Willow Demers will check in, and she's been a problem for Maple River. 8 points and 9 rebounds here for Demers. This one off the back end. Ray will make her way on a heady play to the free throw line as they're kind of face guarding the inbounder, and Ray just throws it off the back, and there's a foul on Satcham. That'll be her second, team's first of the quarter. Free throw attempts for Ray is up and in. Substitution as Hannigan alongside with Hallie Bisset will check in. Kaloran and Irie will check out. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way here for Ray. Trying to make it a 14-point contest and able to do so. So Spoilers on the board here in this third quarter on the City of Hope scoreboard as Hovelson will bring it in the front court. Hovelson sees it here, left wing to Satcham, now to Richmond. Richmond to left wing and attack the baseline, now to Satcham. Up top to Hovelson here. Hovelson leaves it to Bisset. Hallie Bisset takes it up top to Satcham on this little weave to Hovelson. Hovelson a pickpocket steal by Schumacher. Schumacher looking to go coast to coast. Left-handed layup off the window, good for 2. 4 points, 4 rebounds, and a pickpocket steal by L. Schumacher, and the Spoilers back within 12. Bisset right wing to Hovelson. Bounce pass inside Hannig. Hannig able to spin. There's a block shot of the way by Demers and able to steal it and take it away as Schumacher. As Ray weaving her way inside the paint. Ray, block shot by Bisset as it comes down to Hannig. Now to Satcham. Hovelson looking up the floor. able to see this one here and set up the offense for the Raiders. Holvelson left wing to Hanig. Man pressure defense continues by Grafton as it's been throughout. Beeson on this weave to Violet. Richmond able to crow hop in the paint, shot up, can't get it. Rebounded to Mers, her 10th of the game. Up the near side will be Ray. As Ray gives it to Suda. Reverse it right wing. Taking this one is Schumacher, driving kick. Suda, extra find to Ray, left pocket three. That'll go long. Rebound, though, on the way for Paige Suda, her 4th, as she tiptoes the end line, but it's out of bounds on the baseline here for the Spoilers. Substitution will be Mae Thompson, the 5'9 junior, to check in for Grafton. So far in this second half, the Spoilers have scored 4 points, while for Maple River, they have scored 5 so far here in the third quarter. Holvelson right wing. Carly able to give it to Hanig here. Now to Violet. Richmond taking the screen up top to Satcham. Now to B-Set. B-Set will see this one on the weave as they make it away left-handed side to Holvelson. Holvelson up top to Satcham. Shot clock working its way to 10. Richmond trying to get by, and this will be off the hands of Gabby Ray. 3:05 left to play in the quarter. Shot clock down to 8, something we haven't had to worry about today with these two. Holvelson spins, looking for a teammate to Hanig. Left pocket three is up and in. Hanig with the triple, her first field goal of the evening. And a big one at that to give the Raiders back a 15-point lead. Right wing as the Spoilers will handle it right-handed side to Suda. Suda with the bounce pass now to Ray. Ray left of the key three-pointer is going to go long, and a rebound here to Hanig. Hanig outlet to Violet Richmond up the other side of the floor to Satcham off the window, good for 2. Satcham with 8 points and 7 rebounds give Richmond the assist, and Hanig able to play a little offense and defense here in the last 2 possessions with the three-pointer and the rebound. Grafton looking to answer inside to Mers. Here comes a double, and it will be a steal as Satcham will come away with it as they give it now to Holvelson. Holvelson looking to push in transition. As she does, able to spin at the free throw line. Bounce pass to Violet. Steps into a rainbow. 3 is up and off the heel of the rim. Long rebound comes out here to Ray. Ray going right at Violet Richmond. Off the window. Good for 2. Gabby Ray. 4 points in the quarter. Has 5 in the game. Able to get points in transition for the Spoilers. Violet. Drive kick. B-set. Right wing three-pointer is up off the iron. No good. Rebound here to Grafton. Grafton will see it with Paige Suda, her 5th board. Suda up the left-handed side. Nice find on the interior. Left-handed layup. Can't find it. Here on the miss there by Thompson. Satcham clears the window, her 9th. Violet Richmond with a 2-on-2 crossing over left to right with the pass to B-set. Extra find to Hanig for her second 3 of the game is going to be off the side of the rim, and it will go out of bounds. 1:22 left in the quarter. Lila Richmond and alongside with Shelby Overland to come into the game now for the Raiders. Well, for the Grafton Spoilers, able to see in with Kendra French back in. Also back in the contest here in Winterovich, the senior guard in Izzy. Spoilers still left wing, trying to see how quickly they can get this one down to 10 points or less. Ball will go left and inside to Winterovich, able to reverse it now to Ray. Partially blocked shot on the way, and Hanig will eventually come away with it. Hanig, though, turns it over. Spoilers jumper from 15, can't get it there from Thompson, and a loose ball comes down to Lila Richmond. Lila just kind of to be that player right spot at the right time when the Raiders need it. As Violet Richmond will see it back up top as this one goes to Lila, able to reverse it now around to the top of the key to B-set. B-set sees this one. Taking the screen by Overland. B-set on the drive with the pass to Violet. Richmond going to attack the paint. Floater inside, can't get it to go. And a rebound on the way for French, her 2nd. Oh, full court pressure defense as Ray will see this one. Able to push it up the floor to Winterovich. And the Spoilers can hold for that final shot of the quarter potentially. Ray, though, going to attack the paint off the window. Can't get it to go. Hanig with the rebound, her 5th. Lila Richmond in transition doesn't have numbers, so slows it up to Violet. 10 seconds here in the quarter. Violet Richmond looking for a screen, able to take it. Violet, little hesitation move now to B-set with 4. B-set to attack, and she gets fouled with 2.3 left in the quarter. Foul on the Grafton Spoilers, their first of quarter number 3. As we'll see this one be assessed to Winterovich, her 2nd, and B-set to the free throw line. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the quarter. 1:22 left in the quarter. Lila Richmond and Alongside with Shelby Overland to come into the game now for the Raiders. Well, for the Grafton Spoilers, able to see this one be assessed to Winterovich, her 2nd, and B-set to the free throw line. A right-handed toss is up and in. Raiders 6 made free throws here on the early evening off of 9 attempts as Irie will check in alongside with Kaloran. Kalbrenner able to return as well here for the Grafton Spoilers. Free throw attempt number 2 here for B-Set. That's up and in. Now with 3. Spoilers get this one on the inbounds. Trying to beat the horn. That'll go short here for Winterovich. After 3 quarters of play on the City Hope scoreboard, Maple River 42, the Grafton Spoilers 25. You're on your livevent.com.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
What one-stop shop means to us at North Star Ag is we have a fully staffed service department, fully stocked parts department, as well as a sales department. We're also very mobile. We have service trucks that we can also meet you on the farm. You can have a piece of equipment that you're not really sure what you want to buy. You can come to us at North Star Ag. We can really show you enough selection, have enough knowledge, and have enough price points where you feel good about walking out with your purchase that day.
High school basketball here on yourliveevent.com. After 3 quarters of play, the Raiders led by the 8 points, 9 rebounds by Sophia Satchman, the 8 points here by Abigail Kaloran. While for the Grafton Spoilers led by the 8 points, 10 boards by Willow Demers, and from there 5 points by Gabby Ray. Spoilers down 17. They will need a good run to start this 4th quarter to put some pressure on here for the Maple River Raiders. While for the Spoilers, have yet to hit a 3-pointer here this late afternoon, early evening. As this one will go up top to French. French looking forward on the interior with the pass to Walker Demers. That's been there for most of the afternoon into the evening. Willow Demers now with a double-double of 10 points and 10 rebounds for the 5'11 freshman. Maple River with Kaloran, front court. Kaloran will see this, taking a couple dribbles to left wing. Finds it to Lila Richmond. Shot fake there up top now to Kaloran. Kaloran with the basketball. Bounce pass inside Overland, and she gets fouled. Shelby to the free throw line to shoot 2. Good bounce pass by Kaloran. Foul will come across here on May Thompson. Her first and the team's first early out of quarter number 4. Shelby, the freshman forward, hits free throw attempts number 1. Maple River 8 of 11 from the free throw line. The Spoilers are 5 of 8 from the stripe so far. Free throw attempt number 2 is going to be long. Rebound there goes to Willow. Outlet pass as the Spoilers will chase it down and bring in the front court with French to the high post as this one goes to Thompson. Back up top. That'll go to Kalbrenner. Able to reverse it to the left wing. Looking for it on the inside to Thompson. Leaves it left hand side. Hallie Bisek gets on the floor. Ball still loose. Eventually the jump ball and the arrow will make its way towards Maple River. Make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show. Final stats. We'll hear from the members of the victorious team. That and more still to come a little bit later tonight inside the Raider Activity Center. As Kaloran will see in the front court. Able to make her way. Looking for the up and under move. Shot will be off the iron. No good. Rebound, though, right to Kaloran. Extra fine. B-set 3. Second chance points. And the Raiders cash in. Hallie B-set now with 6. Demers sees this pass up the floor, and Hallie B-set able to track that one and get the steal. B-set to the near side of Kaloran. The Spoilers with fresh new players, 4 of them coming in on the next step ball. B-set drive kick, Irie. Irie able to attack the paint with the basketball, looking for B-set on the left baseline. Turnover here for the Raiders. Able to get back into the game with Ray alongside with LeClaire. Also returning as Schumacher here for the Grafton Spoilers and Paige Suda. It was 15-11 after 1 quarter of play. Hasn't been that close since after the first. As the Raiders led by 11 at the half. As the Spoilers drive on the inside and get the end one. Good move by Paige Suda. 6 points, a chance to make it 7 with an and one opportunity at the line for the Spoilers. First foul of the quarter is set to Maple River. This will be on Shelby Overland, her first. Free throw by Suda is in and out, no good. Overland, though, able to get the loose small miss. Spoilers down by 17 as the Raiders leave it left wing. Maple River now to Irie. Irie with the basketball, able to skip it to B-Set. B-Set wants to launch another three. Yes, sir. Hallie B-Set now with 9. Back-to-back triples here for B-Set in the quarter. And here goes Hallie on a steal. B-Set works with it. Bounce pass across the paint to Lila Richmond, but she just stepped out of bounds. Good quarter here for the senior guard early on for Hallie B-Set. Able to see 7 points here for the Raiders in this fourth quarter as Grafton will handle it now to the baseline as they work with it on the inside. That'll go to Schumacher off the window for 2. Now Schumacher has 6. 6 points and 4 rebounds for Schumacher as Kaloran up the near side to B-Set. B-Set finds a cutting Kaloran. Bounce pass across to Overland. Nice find for 2. Honey of a find there as it's set up on the attack by Kaloran. And Overland able to finish. She's got 3. Ray left wing. This one will go to Kalbrenner. Back up top as they're able to reverse it. Right-handed side to LeClaire. LeClaire right of the key to Suda as they work it to Ray. Rainbow 3 is up and in. First made three-pointer of the game for the Spoilers comes at the 5-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Kaloran to Richmond, now to B-Set. As they're able to reverse it right wing to Kaloran here. Kaloran taking a couple of dribbles, attacking again. Overland block shot on the way by Schumacher. She's got a couple today. Schumacher the other side of the floor with a head of steam looking to go coast to coast. Schumacher with the wraparound left-handed reverse no. Put back with the left hand is off the mark. Third time and the Spoilers will head to the free throw line. Kalbrenner will toe the stripe. Schumacher now with 5 rebounds in the contest. Foul will be assessed to B-Set. That'll be Hallie's first, team's second. Free throw attempt is going to be up and long as Violet Richmond and Hannig will check in. B-Set and Claire Irie will check out to a nice round of applause here from the Raider faithful. Free throw attempt number 2 is going to be good. So Kalbrenner goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Maple River sees that lead trimmed to 16, but right now it's time and possessions, and the Raiders can be smart with the basketball here, can wind this one down and try to pick up their 5th win of the season. For the Grafton Spoilers, starting the season 2-0. Lost back-to-back coming into this one. Nice pass on the inside. Richmond with the assist. That's Violet. Kaloran finishes for 2. Abigail Kaloran's got 10 points and 3 rebounds. Right wing, Grafton. We'll see it to the baseline here as that goes to Ray. Back to LeClaire. LeClaire with 8-3, make that 10 3-pointers on the season to lead the Spoilers. Other side, though, this one will be Schumacher on the drive. Can't get it. Rebound to Lila Richmond. Violet front court now. As Violet gives it on the pass. Looking to Overland, getting back well defensively with Schumacher, and eventually there's a steal. Grafton gives it to the aforementioned Schumacher. As Schumacher sees it left and inside to Ray. Looking for it on the skip pass to Kalbrenner. Kalbrenner with it back up top to LeClaire as posting up on the inside of Schumacher. Here's a 3 by LeClaire, no good. Rebound to Violet Richmond. Violet with her 3rd board of the contest. Maple River pushes up the floor to Lila. Lila across the paint, and there's a turnover for the Raiders. Grafton on the substitution with Willow Demers will come into the lineup. After Maple River played 4 consecutive games against Division A competition, this is their 5th out of 7 on the season. They'll get back to playing Division B teams here coming up on Friday. This one will be off the side of the rim, no good by Ray. A rebound comes down here to Demers. Spoilers give it back to Demers on the inside. Now to LeClaire. LeClaire's 17-footer, partially blocked by Violet Richmond. And we'll get the rebound here for Hannig. Spoilers want a foul. Abigail Kaloran, right-handed side to Violet. Richmond crossing over left to right. Back to Kaloran here. Kaloran with the shot fake. Teardropper inside will be off the iron, no good. Good board by Ray on the interior. Ray wants to push. Kalbrenner, right-handed layup for 2. And a timeout here for the Grafton Spoilers. We'll break as well. 2:29 left to play in the fourth. It's the Maple River Raiders up by 16 when we return.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
For the Grafton Spoilers, they'll have 2 timeouts remaining. For Nathan Hoots, he'll have all 5 remaining here for the final 2:29. And for head coach Wade Haugen, with a chance to call a timeout, set up the pressure defense here, and see what the Spoilers, if they can try to create some turnovers, as Violet Richmond will get the ball in the front court. Violet to the left wing. Taking a couple of dribbles here, crossing over left to right. With it now to Lila, to Hanig, as they're able to work it to Kaloran. Cutting across is Hanig on the inside. Nothing is there. Also into the game is Hannah Bissett, the 5'8 freshman. Lila gives it to Violet here on the baseline. Violet hits the deck, finds it to Lila here. Now 9 seconds on the shot clock, able to reverse it to Hannah. Bissett going to drive, looking for a teammate. Shovel pass inside to Hanig. Now to Lila Richmond to try to beat the horn. It will be a shot clock violation after it was deflected on the attempt there by Winorovich. So the Spoilers get the stop, but the Raiders able to take 35 seconds off the clock and really minimize the rest of this game. Smartly done on the way. Able to break the press, and just, again, time is the ally here from a Raider perspective, as Grafton will take a couple of dribbles with Thompson. Thompson will get fouled, and this one will be in the act of shooting. Thompson will head to the free throw line for the 5'9 junior forward here for May. Raiders pick up the foul. That'll be their third. As the foul will be on Hannah Bissett, her first. Free throw opportunity will go short by Thompson, as the Raiders will also check in here. And Gabby Satcham, the 5'8 senior, as Violet will check out. Free throw attempt number 2 by Thompson, able to get the shooter's roll to go. Maple River with Kalor in the front court, takes the screen by Bissett. Bounce pass to the left-handed side, as Maple River Raiders with this win will improve to now 5-2 on the season. For the Grafton Spoilers, this will be a season low in scoring. Their previous season low was 48 against Thompson on December the 5th. Left-handed shot attempt by Kalor, no good. Willow Demers gets her 13th rebound, as the Spoilers with Ray in the front court. Left-handed side, LeClaire, 3-pointers up and in. Emma LeClaire with her 11th main triple of the season. Spoilers back within 12. Kaloran in the front court. Kaloran right-handed side. Grafton switching through on this man pressure. That's Kaloran taking a couple of dribbles. Looking for a teammate. Finds one to the right wing to Gabby Satcham, and a timeout here for Nathan Hoots. We'll keep it here with 43.7 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Grafton Spoilers, with this result as it stands now, would drop to 2-3 on the season, and that will finish their 2025 portion of their schedule. Well, for the Maple River Raiders, they'll finish their 2025 portion of their schedule tonight as well, and then be right back at it on Friday, just a couple of days after the first, with the happy holidays and happy New Year to you, hosting the Rebels of Edgeley Montpelier upcoming here on Friday evening, with the JV game at 5:30, varsity to follow after that at 7 o'clock. Raiders back to playing Division B teams. Their district opener against the Oaks Tornadoes will begin on January the 12th. Been talking with Nathan Hoots. He said there was a deliberate point in their non-district games to try to be as tough of a non-conference schedule, so to speak, as you could get. And if that means playing Division A teams, so be it. They want to see different styles of basketball, maybe some different play, some size that we've seen from the Grafton Spoilers here with 5'9", 5'11", and company on the inside, and they're at length and athleticism. Bounce pass on the interior goes to Hanig. Nice cut there by Abby Kaloran, and Hanig is the beneficiary. She's got 5. Maple River will see this one on the interior. Nice turn and shoot and score for Willow. Demers now with 12 points and 13 rebounds. Full court pressure defense by the Grafton Spoilers. Kaloran able to spin out of a double team, still weaves her way, and eventually it'll be loose, and it will be a jump ball that'll go towards Grafton with 12.2 seconds left to play. As Kaloran will check out. Able to bring in a Overland with Juliuson into the game as well. Now for Maple River, ball will go right-hand side, looking for it for Demers. Demers on the up and under, off the window, good for 2. Oh, Willow Demers, she's got 14. And that's how we'll finish it here on this Monday evening from the Raider Activity Center. The Maple River Raiders 55, the Grafton Spoilers 45. Maple River now 5-2 on the season. Grafton drops to 3-2. Back with more on our post-game show after this.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm JD and I work for Marvin. I think Marvin's a great company to work for because the overall growth opportunities that they offer and they care for their employees and do what they can to help support them. They really generally want you to do the best for yourself, not only inside of work but as well as outside. I actually started with Marvin shortly after I graduated. Never in my life I thought that I would have stuck around this long, but I don't see myself leaving, and I'm hoping I will continue to grow my career there. Come work with me at Marvin.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
As we come back on the post-game show inside the Raider Activity Center, the Maple River Raiders pick up the victory 55-45 here over the Grafton Spoilers. Maple River 15 points in the first quarter and the second, 12 in the third, and 13 points in quarter number 4 for the Grafton Spoilers. 11 points in the first quarter, 8 in the second, 6 in the third, and 20 points in quarter number 4. Maple River finished with 9 players in the scoring column. They would go 8 of 12 from the free throw line with 5 threes, 24 rebounds, and 15 turnovers. While for the Grafton Spoilers here in this one, they had 7 players in the scoring column, 7 of 12 from the free throw line, 2 threes, 35 rebounds here for the Spoilers, and 26 turnovers here for Grafton. Individually, Maple River led by the 10 points of Abigail Kaloran, 10 points and 3 rebounds. Goes 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 9 points then for Hallie Bisa with 2 made threes in the fourth quarter. Hallie went 3 of 4 from the stripe. 8 points on the way for Sophia Sandstrom and 9 rebounds. Sandstrom again, 8 points, 9 boards. 6 points for Violet Richmond with 3 rebounds. You have 5 points then for Claire Irie with a made 3 in the third quarter. Aaliyah Hannig with 5 points, 6 rebounds with a made 3 in the third quarter as well. 3 points for Lila Richmond with 3 rebounds. 3 points on the way for Shelby Overland off the bench. Overland with 3 points here in this contest for the Maple River Raiders here in this one. The Raiders again led by the 10 of Kaloran, 9 on the way for B-Set, and 8 by Sandstrom. While for the Grafton Spoilers, led by the 14 points of Willow Demers. Demers of 14 points and 13 rebounds on the double-double for Demers. You had 8 points on the way for Gabby Ray, as Ray finished with 8 points and 3 rebounds. 6 points then from Paige Suda with 5 rebounds. 5 rebounds as well for Elle Schumacher. She had 6 points. Schumacher with 6 points, 5 boards. 5 points on the way for Emma LeClaire with the made 3. You got Cal Brenner with 5 points on the way, and 1 point here for Mae Thompson with 6 rebounds. Grafton again led by the 14 of Willow Demers and 13 rebounds, and the 8 points for Gabby Ray. It's now time to get to our player of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That again is Enbridge.com for career opportunities, and a nice kind of combination game a little bit here in terms of the 1-2 with Sophia Sandstrom with the 8 points and 9 rebounds. Got a lot of rebounds in the first half, particularly when the Raiders needed it. And also from there, a couple of really good plays defensively and kind of putting the game out of reach from Hallie B-Set with 9 points. Again, Hallie B-Set and alongside with Sophia Sandstrom, kind of our tandem players of the game, combining for 17 points here in this one. That's brought to you in part by Enbridge. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That again is Enbridge.com. From there to our Agassiz Feature Precision Egg play of the contest for the Raiders. The start of the first quarter, getting up 8-0 in the first 2 minutes of the contest, and also a made 3-pointer at the horn by Lila Richmond to stretch the lead to 15-11 right at the horn after 1 quarter of play. So the good start from Maple River after 1 quarter to start it up with the first 2 minutes, and they bookended it with a made 3-pointer as well by Lila Richmond to finish off quarter number 1. That's our play of the contest, brought to you in part by Agassiz, your local precision planting dealer at Agassiz Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-2119. That's 636-2119, or visit planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. The Spoilers now 2-3 on the season. Up next will be January the 6th at Dunseith, while on the opposite side for the Maple River Raiders, they will be playing up next against the Rebels of Edgeley-Cullama-Pillier. That will be on Friday, and we'll have it for you right here on yourliveevent.com in Tower City. Back with more on the postgame show as the Maple River Raiders now 5-2 on the season. Spoilers drop to 2-3, as we'll continue with more after this here on yourliveevent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
As we are joined now by the victorious head coach here for the Maple River Raiders, that is Nathan Hoots. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. For you, Hoots, a very team-balanced win, right? You had 9 players in the scoring column. You had 5 threes, a couple of Hallie B-set three-pointers in that fourth quarter to really put the game away. Biggest thing was what from your team? I think a little rust for both yourself and Grafton to start this game, kind of what you'd expect over the holidays, but another win over a Division A opponent as you improved to 5-2.
Yeah, overall really happy with a lot of it. Our effort wasn't fantastic the entire game. I think it was, like you said, just a little bit of rust, having, a week, and 3 days off in between, plus not having anything yesterday, but that's a bunch of excuses. I'll shut up. We did a good job of attacking off the dribble, drawing help, kicking it to the girl that was open. When we're really good, that's what we're doing. We're drawing double teams. We're kicking it out before the double gets there. We turned the ball over way too many times, attacking, not identifying that we were triple teamed in the middle of the lane. They had hands on us, and we turned it over too many times doing that. But our identification of when we were open and drawing help and getting rid of it in the second half was really good.
You saw from your guard play, whether it was a Carly Hovelson, a Claire Irie, a Violet Richmond, and Abby Kaloran, really with those, you would call them nail picks or finding ways to get inside the paint, seeing if you can finish at the rim, double comes, maybe kick or find the short corner. We saw Abby do it really well in the third and fourth quarter as well, just finding a way to get that. So what does Abby do, even if she doesn't score, but what can she do once she gets inside the paint?
Compresses the defense. And you know what? She can find an absolute sliver of an advantage that she has and gets downhill toward the rim so effortlessly sometimes. And today was one of those days. She consistently put pressure on the rim. Violet's shot wasn't going in tonight, but Abigail stepped up, understood that, you know what, it's going to have to be me getting to the hoop, and did a tremendous job. She did an awesome job all first half getting to the hoop. Not a lot of them went in. There was a lot of help. The second half, she became an elite point guard, dropping that ball off as soon as that help came, and just did a tremendous job of finding Shelby for a couple of those easy ones, Aaliyah for a couple easy ones, and just couldn't be more proud of the way she played this game.
Sophia nearly had a double-double with her performance with 8 points and 9 rebounds, but I'd be remiss to see Hallie Beeset in the second half. Got some steals, was able to get the transition game going, hit those three-pointers. When you can get a player like that off the bench and a role player who understands what she needs to provide, what does that do going forward for this team?
Just a boost for the entire team. She completely understands her role on this team, and it is a lot of really good, not necessarily steals, but a lot of deflections, just forcing their offense to play off schedule. Deflections, getting them to, hey, they're looking for the dump inside. She deflects it. All of a sudden it's to the wing on the three-point line, and they're not getting what they wanted the first look. And then, anytime she's able to hit those open threes, it's kind of like a cherry on top for her. She does a good job of attacking, especially when she gets the ball in the corner, attacking to the baseline, finding the girl in the nailer in the opposite corner. But today, they sagged a little too much, and she made them pay.
Hoots, thanks so much. Happy holidays. We'll see you after the new year coming up on Friday.
Awesome. Can't wait. Thanks.
That again, Nathan Hoots, head coach from the Maple River Raiders. When we come back, we'll hear from Abigail Kaloran. That is next.
Every girl deserves the tools to feel confident, connected, and emotionally strong. At BioGirls, they learn real strategies to manage stress and anxiety, build healthy relationships, and understand their emotions. They strengthen coping skills, gain resilience and confidence, and find a deep sense of belonging through authentic peer connection and strong mentorship. The results? Measurable, meaningful, life-shaping. Find a program near you and register today.
The Maple Valley School District is engaging students in a world-class education, preparing them for lifelong success. Maple Valley serves the surrounding communities of Buffalo, Fingal, Oriska, and Tower City with a great student-to-teacher ratio per class. For more information, go online to myraiders.org. That's myraiders.org. The Maple Valley School District wishes the best to the Raiders coaches and athletes this season. Go Raiders!
As we come back here on the post-game show with the leading scorer, that is Abby Kaloran for the Maple River Raiders with 10 points here in this one. Also able to get to the free throw line a couple times. For you, Abby, just in this particular game, what does it mean to beat another Division A team, pick up your 5th win, and doing so here at home as well over the holiday break here?
It's really fun. We had a lot of fun. We like pushing the pace, getting those transition points.
And we had a lot of good defensive steals and everything like that.
Yeah, 26 turnovers able to force. Let's talk about a couple of your teammates. Hallie Beset with a couple of big-time threes in the fourth quarter with those deflections. What can that just provide for a team in terms of a spark throughout the course of a game?
Yeah, it helps us a lot. If we're in a bit of a rut, she'll be there. She'll get us going again. She'll help us a lot, and then we just all play together again.
Able to see this one. Also, there was a nice three-pointer by Lila Richmond at the end of the first quarter to beat the Horn. When you can get that kind of play to beat the Horn, what does that do going to the break, so to speak, at the bench when the Spoilers got it within one to now have a little bit of breathing room after that three-pointer?
Yeah, it gives us that energy, really gets us going more than if we're not going. We get it, and then we can push more and more.
In the half court, that transition game is one thing, but in the half court, the weave, able to get inside the paint. I know you want a lot of shots back from everybody across the day, but you got inside the paint a lot. What really allows your guard in the backcourt, Abby, just to find ways to get inside and maybe find a pass if the double comes, or try to finish at the rim? What really works offensively for you guys?
Yeah, we just need to be patient and not force things, and then we'll get really good looks.
Final thing, you got a couple of days for practice, and you got EKM coming up after the New Year. So biggest thing at 5-2 that you want to move forward is what, Abby, as you get ready for the Rebels on Friday night?
Just keep practicing, pushing. Just get on the floor. Just keep practicing, and we'll got it.
Hey, Abby, thanks so much. Happy holidays, and we'll see you coming up on Friday night.
Yep, thank you.
Abigail Killorn with us here. We'll put a ball in our coverage next inside the Raider Activity Center.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Again, those interviews brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future. Go to DHB. Bank. So with the win for the Maple River Raiders, we'll have their next contest against Edgeley-Cullama-Pillier on Friday night, 5:30 JV varsity to follow after that. Kenmare Bulldogs defeated EKM 54-47 earlier tonight. For the Grafton Spoilers, up next, they will make their way to Dunseith on January the 6th. A reminder, you can watch Spoiler Hockey on yourliveevent.com for the home games as well. For the Spoilers, Willow Demers with 14 points, 13 rebounds, while for the Maple River Raiders, they finish with 10 points here for Abigail Killorn. Again, 10 points and 3 rebounds to lead the way here for Maple River. Thanks so much for tuning into our broadcast. Have a happy holiday and happy new year, and join us for more sports coming up here in Tower City. That'll be on Friday against Edgeley-Cullama-Pillier. Until then, I'm Chase Miller repeating tonight's final. Raiders win it 55-45 over the Spoilers.